Hello, Simmers. This is Nick Sims, and this will be a speed build of Manor Escape. Um, this is actually the first home that I've ever built where I just focus on the outside. Um, it was really difficult after I got all of it built um, to actually make the rooms work, and I just started kind of like throwing the everything together, and not really knowing where it was going to end up. But it ended in a really good place, and I really like this house that I built, and I would love to live in it. I use the reverse floor plan where your living space is actually on the second floor, and your um, bedrooms are on the first floor. So um, it was interesting. I work with a lot of homes that way, and actually wanted to try and do it. I did it once before in another home, and it didn't turn out as good as this one. So um, hopefully, with the next house that I build, it'll be even better than this one. Um, I put some stone for um, pillars on there just to break up all of the different colors. And I put the green first, thinking that that's what I wanted to have. Um, and I changed it because green it wasn't a good color. So filling all of this in and putting some balconies on there. They're not accessible, so but they're just there for looks. But and that's the wood that I actually stayed with using um, for the home. And this is actually the one from the outdoor retreat, which I like a lot. And I'm probably going to build a cabin next, um, a little cabin in the woods. Just adding some more pillars in here to give the house some depth and more balconies. All I've been building lately are actually just modern homes, and I might want to try something a little bit more traditional next time. There'll be a couple of jumps in this video as I stop recording and I walk away um, for a little bit. I love those. Um, oh, I wish you could have two window sets um, on the same tile. That would make it easier to have Florida wall or floor to ceiling windows. Not definitely not Florida wall. I just wanted to use the same type throughout the whole house. I always use this kind of roofing. It always just seems the easiest. It always looks good though. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I was thinking about having that other stone on there, but it didn't. It kind of clashed a little bit with the other stone that was on the house. So I just stuck with this as close to the wood paneling that's already on the home. So it didn't turn out too bad. So this is me actually starting to put some rooms in here. Kind of got a little bit confused at this point. I was like, okay, so now I have the back of the house. I'm like, I guess this will just have to be bedrooms. So that's about the time where I decided to put a do it reverse. And I had to make sure I had place for stairs and um, yep. I didn't want to make that. If I made another bathroom there, it would have been too big and needed to bring that out so that I could actually put a hallway in there. I was kind of second guessing the roof at that point. Um, I didn't know if I wanted. I was like, well, this house could go either way. You could change the roofing and make it a little bit more traditional, but in that room right there, I decided to make like a study office. Kind of looks like a jumbled mess right now, but I promise it comes out very well. And these lights aren't really modern, but they go. So apologize if you hear me yawning a lot. I actually just worked a really long day today and finished the house up and put it on. I'm recording it now. Now this is me starting to work on the um, upstairs. I wanted to kind of block off the kitchen a little bit, but leave it open and not have it completely closed off so that the floor plan is still extremely open. it's glitching a little bit. The gate or the fencing. I wanted to make sure that it didn't mess with the roof, just in case. I wanted to break apart the living room as well, trying to position it. I keep forgetting that I have the move objects cheat and I can make like L-shaped couches and be a little bit more creative than just placing. Then I kind of realized that it's not center, so um, move all that over and just put the chairs there that way. Sims will actually be able to watch a TV, more of them, instead of just three. And working on the dining room. And I had this large table in here at first, thinking that, oh well, there'll be a lot of Sims, but it's too big for the space. The small table works a lot better. And center it a little bit more. It's such a small space. Getting a island in there was kind of weird. Instead of running um, the countertop along that whole entire long wall, nah, I decided to put it kind of two separate areas. An area where you kind of cook at, and an area where you kind of get ready in the morning with the tea and the coffee maker and even the microwave on the opposite side. And it turned out really well. I like the little splashes of color throughout throughout the house. Helps with like all the neutral colors and then just brings it out. And I noticed on some of the paintings there, they have a shadow on it. I don't know how to get rid of that, or if that's just the way it's always going to be. And here I go with these mirrors again. Just can't stop placing them. I like that they can have their own little music area in a corner. And I put the windows there to help the room seem a lot bigger than what it was. This was kind of tedious. It goes looking at like it goes a lot faster, but I sped the video up. It took a lot longer than what it showed. Yep, and some of the walls weren't done. I decided to go around checking and then put a bathroom in that space. A little chest table um, in this corner. I didn't know what to add over here, so that chest table, I was like, well, they need to get their logic skill up in some of the careers, so that's always a good. It looked kind of uneven, so I just put that same configuration of painting on the other entrance to the kitchen. And that big carpet, which you have to have with the orange. I wonder what it would look like if I did it red. Oh, that's right, I did. I changed it because I didn't. It seemed a little bit too much. The bowl of fruit. And this area was kind of empty, so I just decided to put possibly a rug and then the chairs that help break it up as well. Another little seating area. There's quite a few of those in this house. Oh, I just now realized that um, bar lost a chair. You can always go back and add it. Small little half bath that I put here. I didn't want to have another shower. Um, Mostly uh, bathrooms off of the living spaces, just little half ones instead of a full bath. There wasn't really any room for it either. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to put on that wall. Um, I wanted to enlarge those, but that glass piece kind of disappeared and everything else kind of kept on clashing. I was like, well, we could put some green in here. And then I decided to put all three. And then this is actually today. This is me working on the first floor of the house. And I start off with the um, library area, to which I put a fireplace and a chair in here, and then I realized, oh, there are no books. And actually thinking back on it now, I don't think I added a bookcase in this room at all. So it's kind of, I have one at first, but then I remove it and I forget to add another one in here. I wanted to add a larger one than um, this small little one that I had put on here first because there was no room in here. I just decided to try out. I was like, oh, how would it look with a dark wall, and it came out pretty interesting. Um, Normally, I don't like dark walls because it, darkens the room, of course, but it didn't look too bad in here. I wonder if the um, fireplace or the picture above the fireplace might catch on fire. It's technically touching it. And this small little bedroom off of the entryway could be a first started out to be a boys' room with the blue, and then I put purple walls and a purple chair. So um, it's a whoever's room now. I should have did red actually. Thinking back on that, because that lamp has the same blue, but just in a red, not purple. A little plant on there. And there's no modern looking clock that you can actually put on a counter, just on the wall. And somebody is on a soccer team, football team, however. But I like the purple. The purple is nice. I don't put any window treatments on it since in the modern homes it's all about the open airiness of the house, and actually in the homes we manage down here, all of our homes were very always have blinds on the windows, and there have to be some, and I never really thought about um, you know people just leaving their windows without blinds on it. And we had some homeowners that has a house. They bought a house and put it on with us, and she was like, "Well, should I get window treatments? Cause we don't do that where we're from." And they're from California, but they're like, "We really don't. You're all about the openness." And I was like, "Well, down here, everybody kind of likes to have window treatments because people are really nosy over here, and especially on the bathrooms." But so we just told them to put it on the bedrooms and the bathrooms and leave all the living spaces open. That's fine. Um, that's what we do in a lot of our modern homes. But really close about the uh, the privacy factor of it all. So I'm trying to figure out a little seating area for right here instead of just leaving it all wasted space since um, the entryway is so tiny. And it starts off this way, and then as it always goes, things change. That floor lamp that I just intersected with the table, I liked that. I should have done it another color. I'll have to try that in another one of my homes. And this is the master, which is really small. Small for a master bedroom, especially the bathroom portion, but um, that's always okay. There's no tubs in here other than the shower tub combos in this house. Trying to figure out how to put these chairs, set of chairs in here, so um, I start messing with the configuration. And then I was like, oh, well, maybe we can just put it in the bathroom, as if it wasn't small enough. And I needed a extra, I needed to make sure I had an entry point to um, that bedroom. At the time was going to be another bedroom. Um, which I was like, oh, well, instead of having, you know, 5 bedrooms in here, let's just do 4. I wanted to put a tub in here, but then I realized that there's not enough room to have your shower or your sink if you try and put a tub in there as well. I like how the lamps match the bed. I wish, I really wish we had a color wheel in here. This is another one where the shadow on the when you enlarge the picture. This room here actually starts off as uh, a bedroom with 2 twin beds in it and 2 side tables. And then I was like, well, I already have a room with that. Let's just go with, or at least a twin bed. If there's a guest in the house and a guest couple, it'd be a good idea to have another queen bed inside. Nobody wants to share rooms when they go visiting places. But this room actually turned out really good at first. And I thought about putting blinds up, but I was like, no, it didn't work. I always have to keep on thinking in perspective of height. I mean, like your sim height and how tall the walls really are, instead of making sure that things climb over. Oh, and this is me actually finally changing this room around. Instead of having it as another bedroom, I just decided to make it an extension of the office. So, and then I was kind of debating on whether or not I wanted to try and make this the other bedroom instead of making this another twin bedroom instead of having a bathroom. And I was like, no, it's not gonna work. So I put it all back. And I went back to this room to work back on the master or the office study area. And we download this house. Just make sure to stick a bookcase in there somewhere. It should fit. A little exercise nook. And then deleted that door because obviously we don't need two entrances to a room. And I like that. It makes that painting look like it's just one. I switched this around so I could get that bed in here. And then a little chair, a little green chair to go, and a rug. So it doesn't look too barren in there. Move those paintings over. Actually get the one that matches the bed, the side table. I was hoping for another single tiled armoire, but since there wasn't any, I just put a mirror. And I like that floor lamp from the outdoor retreat. Excuse me. I just put a m- mirror along the whole wall there, so Sim can kind of see themselves exercising. And before I added that treadmill there, I wanted to make sure I turned the move cheat off so that it can go correctly on there and the Sims would be able to use it. A carpet there to just break up the room. I was surprised because I finished it so fast already. So outside I had left like that. I had actually worked on the outside before, like off camera. So um, I forgot to hit record when I did that. Started messing around with it, and it turned out pretty good. I got a couple of ideas from looking around the neighborhood of The Sims. They decorated everything really nice in the neighborhood, so I just kind of stole a couple of things, ideas. I like these little bushes on here. They look a little bit rugged to break up the neat, crisp lines of the modern home. I wanted to add another tree back there at first, but a lot of them are big, and I finally found one that was small enough. And threw some plants under it. And this area was still kind of bare, so um, I just put a fountain here and some trim on there and painted it because I realized that there wasn't any. And a little tiny fountain. All right. And the plants around it came out really interested. I realized it was making a star after I had put all of the plants around there. I put some some more flowers and it looked it came out really good. So this is my home. You download it on the gallery. It is available for download right now. Let me know what you think, and happy simming, and thank you so much for watching, and the pictures will cue in a second. Um, have a great morning, afternoon, night, evening.